Hello, and what are you doing here? As soon as I'm done explaining why you should do this, go close the video, go spend some time with people. It is Valentine's Day today, or Singles Awareness Day if you're not in a relationship, and just need an excuse to notice how you still have all of your money. Go out, go spend some time with people, do whatever, come back, watch the video tomorrow. Alright, now that you're back and it's tomorrow, let's talk about why yesterday would have been significant, but totally wasn't. Stop talking. So yesterday would have been the release day for Persona 5, except it got pushed back because they thought they could localize it a little bit better if they had more time, and there's a DLC for the Japanese voice track, which won't really affect me, but I don't know, some people are into that. This isn't the right house. And obviously that date was No. Obviously that date was chosen on purpose, and the reason is fairly obvious once you get into the team name, which I don't know if that was a thing in Persona 1 and 2, but in Persona 3 it was the Specialized Extracurricular Execution Squad, and in Persona 4 we're the Investigation Team, which is a much less interesting name if you ask me. Oh my, I cannot do this. So, group in 5, I guess this is technically spoilers, will be known as the Phantom Thieves of Hearts, although if you've seen any advertising for it, I assume you would have seen that. I haven't actually seen any advertising for it, I've just gone and looked up things. So, that's going to lead into is the obvious Valentine's Day connection. Stealing hearts, Valentine's Day, excellent. No, I don't want to talk to you. And that would have been a lot of fun, and I would have had to, by now, have decided how I'm going to deal with that and channel, because I definitely do want to play that here. Ah, it's doing awful. But, let's face it, Persona games are not small efforts. Like, if I played through, I could still be playing it several months down the line, and that's a little excessive. So, I have to find a way to work with that. As far as things are right now, I don't have an answer, but I do definitely intend to come up with something. However, for now, it did get pushed back, and it will be released April 20th, which is also... will also be the, Japanese release date of Fire Emblem Echoes. Okay. I should have written all of this stuff down. I know all of it, I just can't think through it right now. So, Fire Emblem Echoes. Where? Yes. Which will not actually be relevant to anyone, because if you're the sort of person who would import it, you've probably already played Persona 5 if you want to. What just happened? I was busy talking about other games that, if we're being honest, I am more excited for. Well, that... yes. Meantime, as for whether or not Fire Emblem Echoes, which is another big deal for me, will be played on here when it comes out, the answer is probably not. DS capture card is not cheap, basically. And that is definitely something that would cause me to not be doing it. Fact of the matter is, throwing down... It's fine. Anyway, what I'm saying is it would be a lot of money to invest to play the game on the channel, or I guess also just using an emulation. I don't really know where 3DS emulation is right now. That's something to look into, I guess. But I will be playing both of them. Plan to see Persona 5 on the channel at some point. And for now, let's enjoy this game that's been going on. You can see me being incompetent at something that's been around for coming up on... what is it? Yeah, coming up on 17 years Paper Mario has been around. Okay, use ice on fire, guys. Brilliant. That is not how I roll. You just chill out. I really do need that badge that lets him do focus command. That'd be super useful. Then I can just keep him out all the time. So we get led to... Why can I never do that? What else is there to go in and out? It's a blue shy guy. I mean, I could waste time talking about Fire Emblem Heroes, but I really don't think that's a huge interest topic. So for now, I will stick with Paper Mario, I guess. Just because that is what's going on. And no one really needs to hear about how well I'm doing in a mobile game. Which is, you know, I'm doing fine, I guess. I have been informed by someone that the spin jump that I was unaware of exactly what it was is just the ground pound, so that'll be nice. That'll help me solve problems. I don't know why it's called the spin jump in this game. As far as I know, in basically every other Mario game, it is the ground pound. So I don't know if they're just being obtuse to make you read the information, but if they are, it didn't work. So there. Okay. Whoa, well, I don't take damage from spikes, or... Why did I do 4 damage? This bears investigation. Alright, I'm still not sure why I do 4 damage, but I do. So... that's cool. By the way, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to back off and hit them with the hammer. That was the plan. However, the plan is a finicky thing, and my natural reaction as Mario is to jump on enemies, because that's what you're supposed to do as Mario. Just what my brain has told me, Mario's solution to any given problem should be to jump on it. I can just interact with it. That's incredibly dumb. Just being needlessly obtuse is what's going on there. But I suppose that is a reason to force us to run around in this area, and that's what the developers needed. Whenever you start thinking about how a dungeon is set up, you realize it doesn't make any sense. Especially dungeons from other RPGs like Final Fantasy, the older ones where you have the top-down view, and there's secret passages that would be blindingly obvious to your party. But to you, you have to walk into what is clearly a wall, and your characters just randomly go through it. Can't say I really understand it. Hey, take me to the next area. I'm making progress today. Anyway. We're in Green Station, where I will have to remember who another person is. I don't want to do that, but I'm sure it will happen. I will find an item that was stolen. I'm getting these info pieces about... No. Mario needs to find a way to... Haha! This is gonna be some sort of code. Did that work? Not as such, no. One could say that did not get done properly. That's about the reward you should get if you're just randomly trying to solve one of these. You know what, I wanted to see what it would do, and as long as I only have to fight them one at a time, this will be incredibly easy. That being said, you guys don't actually even seem that interested in fighting. Oh well. That's your loss, I guess. I'm technically getting experience out of this without getting hurt, so this is really all positive for me. There'd just been one terrifying enemy as well. That would have been fun. Just to teach you that, no, it is not good to randomly press the buttons, which today are disguised like Jack-in-the-Box boxes. Because, it's a present box. Sort of. But with stars on it. No, I'm going to grab you as well. No real reason, I just am. Do I have something minor for healing? No. Good job, Mario. Way to be prepared. Yes, I'm gonna project this problem onto him and blame him, and that is my prerogative. See, any problem that happens in a game is inherently not my fault, which any of you who have watched me playing something in multiplayer may have noticed. As it is... Oh, you're back. Is that a can of soda? Like, I don't remember what... Hey, in any other game, I can play the momentum game by jump. Okay, I still can. Good. A horribly inefficient way of doing this, but it is working. And it's the sort of thing that doesn't really make sense. Oh, come on. Alright. Am I missing a step somewhere? Because there's a net here. And Mario cannot just magically go through a net. So... something else has to be going on, yeah? Okay. Let's try the other side then. I feel like going to the right has worked out for me. There is no the other side. Alright. Some thoughts occur. We started in Pink Station, then we went to Blue Station, now we're in Green Station, and this one is yellow. This is me trying some logic. It has failed. Logic, a waste of time. Next we have to sort of try what I will refer to as moon logic, also known as the logic of game developers. Because by the time you've been working on your game for a while, your thought process is no longer the same as the players. So what's perfectly logical to you is just a giant leap across to the player. If they're lucky, it will make sense once it's been explained to them, but in general, it's just an arbitrary setup. Hopefully, I can figure out the solution before the end of the episode when I will just look it up, if I haven't solved it yet. But like I'm pointing out, this is a no-risk scenario. I'm not gonna take damage from these guys. I am gonna get experience and money, technically. So I'm sort of free to just try all of the combinations if I really need to. That seems like it would be incredibly boring. As a result, here I am beating up on poor defenseless Shy Guys. I mean, I guess they could defend themselves, except for the game mechanics are stopping them because proper gentlemen take turns in battle. Turn-based battle system is really quite boring. Do you think it could be that obvious? Because that just lines up with this. Do you have anything interesting to tell me? The book was stolen. Yes, you tell me that I have to figure out how to get through the wire fence. You know what I'm gonna have to do for that? There's no way it's this straightforward, by the way. This has to be wrong. Okay, I'm not gonna go so far as to call that right, but it did just give me money. How is that an acceptable solution? Oh yeah, let's just hit him going left, right. That's not a puzzle. That's just a bunch of targets. I demand that this have not worked. Good news, it didn't, and I'm still stuck. I'm glad things are going according to my plan. As far as it goes... Look, you can't just leave a puzzle with no solution. Therefore, if I hit it and then hit it again, does it turn it off? Nope. Okay. So, we need to try and find the next bit of logic. I'm going to try hitting them from right to left, and then I'm going to pause and look up the solution. So let's see how this goes. Box is open. Out come enemies. Excellent. I'll be right back. Alright, well, I actually have the solution, and the solution is that I'm supposed to go to the next area, find the solution to the puzzle, and then solve it. That being said, I also just have the answer, so I think we're going to skip that part. By the way, the solution was, when you're invisible, you're actually intangible, which... Have we seen that happen? Yes, we have, with the spikes. So... They had taught me what I needed to know, and going into the... Yeah, it is actually a decent puzzle that I did not figure out. That being said, going through, having a fight, and learning what the solution is great, unless, of course, you have already figured out what the answer is, and you want to just move on. And hopefully I have not... There we go. Look at that. Now we can just move straight along to the next place. That being said, we don't get that item that Kammy Koopa dropped off. What a shame. Are moving on to the next area, so just in case there is a boss fight, let's save up, and let us go on to Red Station. Now the whole area is connected, that's nice. So, probably should have left and healed up, but that's boring, so instead, we're going to go into a fight with almost no health. Probably. And that's just... that is the assumption. There were 3 chests that Kammy Koopa would have been interacting with. Alright, I did find one of these last time. Let's... No. Okay. Just... somewhere there will... Am I just hitting this in the wrong spot, or is that not the... I don't know. Somewhere there is a space that I can just knock up. Oh, healing. Excellent. Now I'm glad I didn't go out and heal. That being said, I'm going to save again, because there's no reason not to. Which brings up the question of why I don't save every time I get to a new save point. Alright. Here we have a puzzle I'm not going to need help to solve. Hey, why are the rocking horses rocking? Like, is someone just... Oh, come on, that should be... There's now a million Shy Guys, and I am destroying their home. Mario is a hero, folks. How do I hit that block up there? Or get up to it, or whatever I'm supposed to do. That is what is important to me right now. Maybe? Let's give it a try. No. Not as such, no. Well, that presents an interesting question that we'll just have to answer later. No. We're just gonna fight. Glad that's gone well. You... do... Does Mario have ice feet? Have I done that? That sounded like an ice sound effect. That would explain it. That would mean I have been very, very intelligent and full of foresight. And now I'm stunned. Excellent. Dazed, whatever. Fortunately, the heal guy is useless. And also, fortunately, he didn't heal the guy who he could have healed. Showing that I really should have just gone after the heal guy with Mario. But I didn't, and everything worked out, thus proving that I am a genius. I really think that's the only logical conclusion we can draw. Conclusion? Maybe if I said all of the letters in the word, it would be better. It's good knowing I don't have to block sometimes. There's something satisfying in that. Knowing I am too strong for an enemy. Now, if Goombario hits him, does he disable something? No, that's if you get hit with the hammer. What am I talking about? I didn't notice that last time. He just kicks it off the stage. It's kind of funny. Get out of here kind of thing. Great. Okay. Where did that exodus of, Sleepy Sheep? Excellent. Oh boy. I don't know what to do here. This is bad. I'm gonna try going the other way. The other way seems like a much better place. Yep, I definitely can't jump that high. That's so surprising, I'm sure, to everyone. Mario doesn't suddenly gain an extra... And we have to work out, how tall is Mario? Because regardless, he can jump pretty much his own height. Alright, yeah, that's a jumping puzzle. Okay. Jump. Excellent. Oh man, he's already in hammer mode. That could be a problem. But I've switched it with my genius. Okay. Do that, and him. And obviously I'm not going to heal because there is a heart box right outside that I totally should have healed with. There's no reason not to heal every time you go past one of them. Why do I not do it? Well, the answer is because I'm not really paying attention. And there's actually no point of being over here. This is just a punishment area if you screw up the jump puzzle. Which in some... well, okay, let's not go and call it a puzzle. Also, let's not even discuss the idea of screwing it up, because... oh, that's awful. Unless, by being good, there's a way to do this better. In the meantime, I'm gonna do that, and look, I'm across. That is a badge. Everything is more important than what's going on here. Okay, so we need to change his weapon. Actually, we don't need to, but we're going to. And fail to block. You'll be annoying. Alright. Get rid of him. And this time, let's not count on the Medi guy to not be helpful. And now he heals himself. Thus proving that you can attack pretty much whoever if you're not going to kill them. Is that blockable? Like, am I getting hit by this constantly because I'm bad? Or am I getting hit by this constantly because that's sort of just what happens? I think that's something important to bear in mind. Or to find out. Regardless. Oh, he doesn't just call him guy. Okay, that's a piece of information. But the threat level of this fight has dropped a bit. Because there's one action left that I could maybe need to avoid. Which brings up the question of why I went after the guy who can't do it. I am talking through my logic and not following it. Do as I say, not as I do, kids. I don't know why I'm calling kids. I don't know. Point is, I am a bad example, but my logic is impeccable. And that's worth thinking about. Badge. That's absolutely worth having. A bit of a time situation, so let's try and get to the boss. Maybe, and deal with that in the next episode? What did I just do? Yes, that one doesn't go anywhere? I don't know. What's in this door? It's... Huh. Well, we'll see what happens with this guy in the next episode. Bye-bye!